How's it going, you guys? AZPlyer21 back again with another episode of our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here today we have UFC Fight Night Ferguson versus Davis, a welterweight main event between Tony Ferguson and Joey Davis, a very highly surging welterweight in the division. You can see number 8 in the division already. A win over Tony Ferguson. I mean, he lost to Ben Askren, but a big win over Tony Ferguson might get Joey Davis a title shot, maybe one fight away afterwards. Not 100% sure, but we got a pretty good card here today. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else we've got going on. We've got Tavares versus Burlinson, which is going to be for a middleweight title shot. Moises versus Gillespie, a big lightweight fight. And then UFC 305, Poirier versus Kennedy, 5 title fights on that pay-per-view card. That should be a great card. Let's take a look at the rankings after the last card that we just had. A little bit at heavyweight, Tom Aspinall moving up in the rankings. Nothing at light heavyweight, nothing at middleweight. At welterweight, Khabib moving up to number 12. Kamaru Usman down to number 11 after Khabib picked up that big win in that main event. Chaos Williams ranked at number 22. Nothing at super lightweight or lightweight. At featherweight, we got a lot of people moving up in the rankings. I believe someone retired. We also had Chad Mendes move all the way down to number 23. Yikes. After losing to Kyler Phillips, who is now number 19 in the division. Bantamweight, Kakeru Fuma all the way up to number 6. Sergio Pettis down to number 20. At flyweight, we got a lot of guys moving up. Rio Hata all the way down to number 21. He did test positive for PEDs. He's been suspended, so he'll be out for about a good, a year, 2 years for Rio Hata? Yeah, he's done for 2 years, so he's probably not going to be seen in the UFC for a long time. At women's featherweight, we got Macy Chiasson, the new champion, of course. Other than that, everyone else has moved down. Even got Cyborg moving down, which is crazy. Bantamweight, a lot of people moved up. I believe someone did retire. At flyweight, Pudilova up to number 6. Macy Barber down to number 11. And at strawweight, Xiaonan Yan down to number 10 after losing to Jessica Andrade. Let's go ahead and get this one going. UFC Fight Night, Ferguson versus Davis. Appreciate you guys as always. If you haven't already done so, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking about the save. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter. All the links to that stuff is going to be down in the description below. Desmond the Predator Green taking on Devontae Smith. Devontae, small underdog to the 34-year-old. And it is Devontae Smith getting a knockout 13 seconds into round number 2. Mean Machine Steve Garcia, who fought just last week and lost, got knocked out by, what was his name, Hayashite, I think, taking on Tyler Diamond. Here, Tyler Diamond, 20-4, 6-2 in the UFC. Only a matter of time before this guy is ranked. On the other side, he got Steve Garcia, 7-3 in the UFC. In his own right, he's doing very well as well. But Tyler Diamond is a huge favorite in this one, and he gets a submission win in about 2.5 minutes over Steve Garcia. Nicely done by Tyler Diamond. Charismatic talker with the looks to match. Rui Chen taking on Joshua Culibao. Culibao this past weekend, as I'm recording this, just lost. People thought he might have won, but that's neither here nor there. Rui Chen gets the unanimous decision win over Culibao here today. His first UFC win, but he is leaving for Brave Championship Fighting. I think it was just more of an error on my end, just forgetting to re-sign him. That happens sometimes. We move on. Raoni Barcelos taking on Bryce Meredith in the featherweight division. Meredith 4-2 in his UFC career thus far, and now taking on a veteran in Raoni Barcelos. But it is Bryce Meredith in a poor fight getting a unanimous decision victory. So probably a very wrestling type of fight, not necessarily one the fans want to see, but he gets the win nonetheless. Andre Harrison, PFL fighter right now, taking on Kyung Ho Kang, who actually did fight this week as well. I believe Ho Kang lost this past weekend in real life as well. Harrison, a small underdog to the 36-year-old Korean, and it's Andre Harrison getting the unanimous decision victory here today. He was 0-4 in the UFC, but we did bring him back, and that was quite a while ago. Got some wins, and we brought him back, and he gets another win here today, the first one in the UFC, and he wants to fight the Hornet, Levon Makashvili. Alex Enlund taking on Violent Bob Ross, Luis Pena, who is kind of an asshole in real life, not a very good person, but in game, doing pretty well for himself, 10-4 in the UFC. coming off a win over Robin Van Roosmalen. And Alex Enlund gets a submission win, rear naked choke in round number 2 over Violent Bob Ross. Now 3-3 in his UFC career. Adam Boric taking on Junior De La Rosa in the 145 division. Boric doing very okay for himself. 4-4 in the UFC. De La Rosa 3-2 in his start, but he is coming off 3 straight wins after tough losses to Rysov and Dawodu. And we have Adam Boric getting a knockout over Junior De La Rosa in round number 3. A fantastic fight from these two. You love to see that. The kid out of Hungary getting it done. Moving on. Nobuhisa Mountain and Rivers. Gotta love that name. These regen fighters have some very interesting names coming out of like Thailand and those other Asian countries. I might just rename him Havoc Nobuhisa. Because yeah, that's a very interesting name. But Havoc is a pretty interesting one. Elias Garcia on the other side. And we have Elias Garcia getting the knockout win. Yanan Wu taking on Bruna Ellen. And what should be our final prelim. No, not our final prelim. But it is Yanan Wu getting the win in round number 2. Knockout punch over the Brazilian here today. Final prelim, Shanna Young taking on Callie Pop-Tart Robbins in the flyweight division. And it is Pop-Tart Robbins getting it done in round number 3. Fight was rated as being good. Showing respect. Callie Robbins shows some respect. You gotta love it. Anthony Rocco Martin taking on Kamil Gniadek. Gniadek, the Undertaker, taking on Anthony Rocco Martin. Couple 30-year-old guys. Rocco Martin gets the unanimous decision. He lost to Habib his last time out, I believe, but gets another big win here today. Corey McKenna taking on Weili Zhang. You can see there. And Weili Zhang gets a big win over Corey McKenna here today. Able to get it done. Piotr Yan taking on Yadong Song in the bantamweight division. Of course, our former champion, coming off 3 straight wins, takes on the former interim champion in Yadong Song in a huge fight. This guy just fought for the title against Corey Sandhagen and lost. A huge fight, and Piotr Yan gets a TKO win in round number 1. Tofik Musayev taking on Pavel Kielek in our co-main event. Kielek just fought for the super lightweight title, came up a bit short against the champion Kevin Lee. Tofik Musayev on the other side looking to get it done, and he does not. Kielek gets it done. Huge favorite, and he gets the TKO win in round number 3. Co-main event up next. Kazushi Tsukawaki taking on Fabian Edwards. This is a super middleweight division, or I should say tournament matchup. And it's going to tell me quarterfinals of the super middleweight Grand Prix are at stake. Gotta love it. No fight team, though, for Tsukawaki. He's 3-0 in the UFC. Wins over Johnny Walker, Q Talava, and Tyson Pedro. On the other side, you got Fabian Edwards, who has fought for the title before against Darren Till. 2 straight wins and then a loss to Brad Tavares gets him here. And we have Tsukawaki, a TKO in round number 3, getting it done. Gotta love it. These new fighters, only 29 years old, coming out of Japan. Love to see it. El Kukui Ferguson in our main event, taking on Joey Davis. 10 years his elder, Tony El Kukui Ferguson, of course, fought for the title and won against Gregor Gillespie. Gotta love it. And then he missed weight, so we had to strip him. And then he's got a couple wins. Lost to Ben Askren. That was a weird one. But he faces Joey Davis, who is 10-1 in the UFC thus far. His last win being over Santiago Ponzinibbio. It is our main event. Let's get it going. Herb Dean, your referee. Davis trying to get into better position here. Back to the center. First round nearly concluded. Ferguson can't get a strike through. Both fighters moving in. Excuse me as I take a drink out of my water bottle. Let's see, followed by a good right hand forward to engage. Round 1 comes to a close, and Davis apparently won it. Back underway here with round number 2 in our main event. Movement too good for Davis. High kick to the side of the head. Leg kick fails for Ferguson. Ferguson throws a punch, but it is avoided. Smothered by Ferguson. Davis trying to push up Ferguson, and he does up against the cage. Davis smothering him. Short punches. Under a minute left. Second round about to come to a close, and it does. Nothing really super exciting happening yet, but it looks like Davis has gotten the better of him. Round 2 comes to a close. Davis is up by 2 rounds. Lands a powerful right hook. Davis is knocked down. Oh boy, Ferguson looking to finish. Ooh, he eats a couple strikes. Darce attempt. He gets, he doesn't apply it. Knee bar. Davis blocks it. Uh-oh. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in this main event is Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. Defeats Joey Davis in our main event here today. 40 years old and still getting it done in 2024. You'll love to see it. 5,000 in attendance in Germany, $1 million at the gate, and Tony Ferguson standing tall over the young guns. Let's see what fight of the night is going to end up being. We got Boric and De La Rosa. Yes, sir. We got Piotr Jan getting 100K. We've got Elias Garcia getting 100K, and we've got Tyler Diamond getting 100K. Not a lot here today, but nonetheless, nice little profit on that main card. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you as always. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and I will see you guys at the fights.